I think it's so important to start with yourself and really list all the hats that you are wearing, not listing the tasks, but if you can list the tasks, but do they fall in a certain pillar? And I think that's the other thing too, is even regardless of the size of your team, what are certain pillars of your organization that really are standard? For example, something like facility or inventory supplies, like that you can group so you have a champion of office supplies, right? So then when you go to yourself, you're like, okay, well, why am I going to Costco and Staples? This probably falls under the pillar of office supplies and inventory. So then that person really owns that section, and it makes it much easier to build that section. So they're the champion of making sure the facility supplies, office supplies are all intact, and they have their own process for that. So then you're not just dumping random tasks on people that don't really make sense. And sometimes that's easier to organize it that way, because you get to the point where I don't even know what to give up. Okay, so let's create pillars with these people. And I think admin would be a great example. I think somebody put this in the chat about org structure, and we're on the org structure's facility or this. Well, maybe it's one of your PECs, but they're also the facility inventory champion. And so you build that pillar, and they have X number of hours each week to work on that you used to do. Does that make sense? Just type in the chat pillar if that makes sense, because one of the mistakes I think we make is that we just do all these random tasks and then give them to somebody. Oh, I don't like to do that task, so I'm going to give it to that person. Well, does it actually fit with their role in the company, or are you just giving them additional work? It should go to the person that fits into their general specific role.